Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TFE, a weekly news update show covering movies, games, and tech filled with all your thoughts, feelings, emotions, with your hosts, Dan and Danny. And in this week's episode, the Olympics are in trouble, what is a Peppa Pig doing to American children, and there's a stuck sausage truck causing chaos. Which I know you hate, but I like that phrase.
I don't like that wording at all, but I'll live with it for now.
The stuck sausage truck.
No.
There's nothing wrong with a stuck sausage truck.
No.
Your things against a stuck sausage truck?
Yes.
Why? There's just a stuck sausage truck.
I like the news article. I don't like the way you worded that at all. Let's move on to stream that movie news into my head.
Okay, fine. We'll move on. Jeez.
Good.
Mr. Grumpy over here doesn't like stuck sausage trucks. Anyway, so the trailer we're covering this week is The Last Duel.
Yes. What do you think?
I'm not so engaged with the story, but I do like the editing on this trailer. I think the editing's very well done.
Yes, it's very fancy.
Yeah, I like all the kind of square boxes going around. A lot of the action sequences happens on the beat of the music. It's very well edited.
The one thing that I took away from this is Ben Affleck cannot do blonde hair and blonde beard. It's weird.
So what is the premise of this movie anyway?
From what I remember from watching it, it's basically a woman in France, olden times, where knights and shit are happening, gets maybe raped, maybe violently abused. It's unclear.
She goes, maybe.
Maybe.
Might not be, but she potentially is.
Maybe. And so she says she was attacked or was against Adam Driver's character. He did the thing. And because it's a woman, no one believes her. And then Matt Damon has to defend his wife, but it looks like he doesn't want to have to defend his wife because for some odd reason it's a honor thing for him that his wife was things. And
well, here's a brief description. It's a tale of betrayal, vengeance, set against the brutality of the 14th century France. And I was reading that, and then autoplay just got rid of it. Directed by Ridley Scott and starring Jodie Connor, Adam Driver, Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
in
that's
theaters
why
October 15th.
Yes. I don't think I'll watch this.
Nah, me neither. But the editing is cool.
Yes, that was one of the reasons, and the other reason was Ben Affleck with blonde hair looks really, really weird.
Yes, it does. And moving on, in Batgirl news, they have cast star Leslie Grace as Barbara Gordon.
Yeah, so I only know from the headline that they put in this, which was the In the Heights star, which is the new musical by the dude who made Hamilton. And yeah, other than that, I have no idea who this person is, but hey, good for her. Batgirl's a cool character.
Yeah, I do like Batgirl. I'm not a great fan of the portrayal in the Harley Quinn TV show.
I like weird teenage Barbara Gordon who's like weird social media star. It fits that world quite well.
Yeah, potentially, but I'm just not a great fan of that portrayal.
Yeah, the voice is kind of annoying, but other than that, I don't hate that interpretation because it's kind of taken the piss out of that character in that world as that entire show is.
What style would you like the TV show to be? Would you like it more dark and gritty? Would you like it a bit more comedy based? I don't know if we'll get to see it because it's in America.
Well, I don't. Oh yeah, this is a HBO exclusive movie.
Yes, I imagine it will be over here somewhere, but it depends on where
it'll
it goes.
probably be Sky again.
Likely it'll be Sky. It doesn't always be. Sometimes it goes to Netflix.
So I'll never be able to watch it.
Because Titans went to Netflix.
Yeah, true. Maybe it'll go to Netflix. I doubt it will go to Netflix. It's a movie, so it'll probably go Sky.
It's a TV show, isn't it? Oh, it's a TV show. Oh, it's a
Is
film.
it?
You're right.
Yeah, film.
Yeah,
It's one
Sky.
it's one of the fucking I think a couple of their films are coming to fucking HBO Max that are like meant to be big budget go to movies, but they're only releasing it on HBO Max because they want to make HBO Max viable. And I think this is one of those movies, kind of like what Disney did to like all the Pixar movies.
Is there a release date for this year?
I don't think so. I think it's just in the early stages. I think it's one of those ones that's probably going to come out in like 4 years, something like that.
I typed in Batgirl release date and it comes up with Batwoman. Brilliant. Not the same character.
Nope. Get your fucking facts straight.
I feel like that's sexist. Is it sexist?
Well, I think there is a bad girl who becomes Batwoman, right?
No, it's two completely different characters.
Yeah, but I'm sure. I don't know.
It's just not the same. Sorry.
No, yeah. I mean, ultimately, I think it's just going by. I imagine if there's a Batboy and a Batman, it will probably go Batman.
Well, I believe Batwoman's the cousin of Bruce Wayne.
Batwoman.
Yeah, Batwoman's a cousin.
Probably. I don't know. I don't follow either one. I know Barbara Gordon is Batgirl, but there's been other Batgirls who aren't Barbara Gordon, and there have been other Batwomen who aren't cousins, I guess. It's just a title.
I kind of hope they do go the dark gritty with Batgirl, because I think there is a lot of dark gritty stuff that is behind it.
Well, if they do what they did with Barbara Gordon's Batgirl in The Killing Joke, where they added an unnecessary plot line to it, where she basically gets sexually harassed by a man, and then because she puts that man away, she then sleeps with Batman, who's like twice her age. It's a weird subplot in that movie. But yeah, maybe stick clear of that. It's a weird thing.
Yeah. Anyway, so that is the casting news for the week. Moving on to some...
there's been some stuff in terms of Last of Us castings, but I can't. We've got other stuff to talk about for The Last of Us.
Yes, so to carry on, talk about Last of Us and HBO Max. HBO's Last of Us TV show will cost more than $10 million per episode.
Yeah, so Loki, WandaVision...
So this is Marvel and Game of Thrones budget.
Yeah.
And
the
so
whole Sony's
series,
coming in, boom.
Yes, the whole series is going to cost about $120 million.
Not bad.
Which is a hell of a lot more than Disney and their shows.
It's almost just the cost of the actual game production. I can't remember what the budget for the actual game was.
It's pretty much the cost of a film.
Oh yeah, but I think it's I think the game budget was like $200 million for the first.
I mean, HBO Max $200 million, especially they must be expecting so much money from this.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. It's a fucking very popular game, despite people's reaction to the second one, even though it's a very, very fucking good game, and it's just people being sexist and not understanding how storytelling works. I'm not getting into it.
Let me just search up the Last of Us player count.
It's kind of like a couple million, like 40. Looking up the budget of the actual game. Yeah, 100 million. No, that's the TV show. Why are they not doing the game? Where's the?
I think the game is like 10 million people. I don't think it's much more than 10 million.
Fucking why? Oh, we should have looked up this earlier. All it's coming up with is fucking the game budget. When you type in game budget, it comes up with the show's budget, and that's annoying. I want
70 million.
Yeah,
by April 2018. So probably, let's say around 20 million now. I don't know. It could be like a couple million new subscribers.
Plus people who don't know or haven't ever played the game like yourself.
How much is it a month? 40 million per month.
That's a lot of money per month.
It's a 40
it's like $25
$25 a month.
But there is a free version that has ads, I think.
Well, 25 million a month. You need a lot of subscribers.
Well, yeah, it's the Black Widow conundrum, where do you just push it onto your thing?
I think Disney made a lot of money from that.
Yeah, but it was also
by
been knocked
box
off the box
office,
office by the...
Yeah, but Disney don't care about the
Space
box
Jam.
office.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't, because they're making money from Disney Plus, which isn't included in the box office.
No, I think it does.
It's not, because that's why all the box offices and all the theaters are getting angry about it. It's because they're not making any money from this, whereas Disney are raking in the money from Disney Plus. Like, they've had record numbers from Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they have, but I don't think the I can't remember what I was going to say. Nope, it's gone. I don't remember what I was going to say. Something about Disney Plus, Black Widow. Well, they don't release their numbers. It's like Netflix, but
yeah,
Netflix
they don't
then
release
comes
numbers,
out
but I think it's a lot.
I'm sure it is, because everyone's been waiting for this fucking movie to come out. But yes, big budgets for The Last of Us. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Again, I've always been skeptical of this. Because I'm like, because they keep adding actors from the game as characters in the show, but they're not playing the characters from the show, and then some are playing the characters from the game, and it's really confusing me.
I think you just have to wait and see. I mean, it might actually confuse you when watching it.
With $10 million of budget, it's gonna be good.
This might flop in terms of a success for them, not like actually being good or not. But do you think it'd be a flop they won't make that much money from it?
I feel like they're pinning their hopes that it will become like The Walking Dead
or another Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I don't think it's got the.
Walking Dead wasn't that great. Game of Thrones was.
No, but it's very, very. No, but it's very at the early stages of The Walking Dead, very, very popular, and then it just dragged out, and everyone.
Yeah, because you know
but it's still. Fair,
that's
money.
not how Game of Thrones died. It didn't die because it dragged out. It died because it's just bad at ending.
No, I meant The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, Walking Dead was like that was dragged.
The Walking Dead's dragged, still going, I think. And they do a bunch of spin. I think no. I think they're doing spin-offs and everything, and then they're meant to be doing a movie at some stage where the guy who left is coming back for the movie. I don't know. It's a fucking mess. I never watched
Oh my
that
god,
show.
it actually is still going.
Told you.
Why is it still going?
Because they want money, because it still makes money.
Oh, I think it's next year. It's supposed to be like the last season.
Yeah, and then I think they're doing a movie.
12. It'll be 12 seasons of the show.
Yeah. But everyone complains because it drags on and people die and then come back and they haven't been hit by a baseball bat or whatever it is.
How many episodes are there?
Hundreds. I imagine it's plus... I'm going to say 150 episodes at this point.
Oh, 153.
See, I got it right. Plus 150.
There's not actually that many episodes. I thought there was more episodes in that per season. Oh, it did get to that point. There's more. There's too many episodes a season. Season 10 has 22 episodes.
Well, this is only 10. The Last of Us is only 10 episodes. And the game itself is only about 15 hours. So if they're hour-long episodes, they're basically covering all of their bases in the first... Because you got to cut out the gameplay, basically. So if you cut out the gameplay, it goes down in terms of story.
Yes.
So, but you can then flesh out the story because you don't have the gameplay. But the gameplay in the game makes the story because there's interactivity bits that bond you to the characters that you're playing with. So...
Right. Anyway, moving on. Talking about popular properties.
American apocalypses.
I'll say popular properties. Oh, wait, whatever. Popular properties, Peppa Pig, a pandemic favourite, has American children acting British.
Yep, this comes up every time that they want to bring this up because I've seen this like several times in the past, but because Peppa Pig is now being watched in a pandemic world, they're like, oh, it's ruining the American children. They're learning British phrases. Who gives a shit?
I didn't say, just imagine an American toddler going around saying, Wagwan, my G.
I was thinking bugger.
Oh, okay, just that one phrase.
Or you bloody idiot, or something like that.
I was just imagining
wanker.
American toddlers saying like roadman phrases.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be
Great.
because it's Peppa Pig, so unfortunately it's just all the proper English of like aluminum or aluminium.
Yeah. Oh, maybe good. People might spell colour correctly and say things proper like.
I didn't even fucking realize Peppa Pig was English. I've never watched Peppa Pig.
Do you know what? I actually thought it was American too.
I thought it was American. I was like, why the fuck are they concerned it's British? Apparently it's British. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I thought it was
for-
American.
I
I thought,
always
oh yeah,
forget it's
it's a popular cartoon. It must be American. Oh, it's that.
No, we have really popular British cartoons like Mona the Vampire and all of those ones from my childhood
Yeah.
that probably are American.
I'm trying to think. Did I actually like any British cartoons? Oh, Tom and Jerry,
Arthur?
maybe.
That's not British.
Is
It's
it not?
American. No, it's American. They made a movie, Dad. It's out now.
Well,
They made several movies.
is there anything else I liked watching?
Hang on, let me Google British cartoons.
No, there's not one I like.
British.
No.
Name them, Dan. Don't just say no.
Oh no, Thomas Tank Engine. That was the only one. That's the only one I liked.
2000s.
Uh,
Am I High? No idea. Mad for It? No idea. Mighty God's Quest? No idea. Magic Granddad?
that's not a
That sounds
cartoon.
creepy.
That's not a cartoon. That's not a cartoon.
Oh, wait, I need to actually add cartoon.
Teletubbies. Classic.
That's not British.
I think it's British.
Is it? That's not British.
I know it is. I think it is. The voiceover was English.
Bob the Builder. Do you like Bob the Builder?
It wasn't too bad, I suppose. It's not the worst one. They're not great, let's be honest. British cartoons are not great.
25 iconic. Okay. Nope, that's not that. Oh, Sarah Jane Chronicles. Hey. Well,
That's
Sarah
not a
Jane
cartoon.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why it comes up. Oh, 50-50. I remember that.
Yes, I'm saying we have good actual person stuff, but we don't have good cartoons.
Raven. That was a shit show.
Well,
This
Oh.
brings me back childhood memories. Ghost Hunt. Oh, the Ghost Hunt of fucking hell. That was a weird show.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, let's just admit, Peppa Pig is the best British cartoon to ever exist.
Okay, I do know what Am I High is. Fuck, I love that show. That show was
Am I
great.
high? I never watched that one.
It was a good kind of cringe show that saw these three secret badass students transform into spies whenever they were needed by their Charlie figure Lenny. It was like the weirdest fucking show, and it had like a moody emo boy and a fucking.
It had
blonde
7
dude.
seasons.
Yeah, it's a fucking weird ass show. I loved it.
Did you watch all 7 seasons?
I don't know if it continued after I grew out of it. If it stopped at the same time I stopped watching, then yes. Actually, I think they replaced them at some stage. I think they got a new generation.
Well, you would have been 27. You would have been 17 years old when it finished.
Yeah, I would have stopped watching.
I think you would have started when you were 10, and then finished when you were 17.
I would have probably watched till 14.
Yeah, that's probably.
That was the time I stopped watching the CBBCs.
Anyway, talking about catastrophes, let's move on to the Olympic catastrophes of the week.
Woo,
and there's been...
It started by the time this is out.
Yeah, it has started. Might still be cancelled by now. Who knows?
Yeah, I want to place bets on how many days into it did they cancel it.
It should be cancelled, but it's not. Anyway.
70% of the population thinks it should have been cancelled.
Talking about the Olympics beginning, the Olympics opening ceremony director has been sacked because of a Holocaust joke. So I believe the ceremony director is actually a comedian.
Okay.
And it's a comedian from
what
the 1990s.
Was the joke? Say the joke, Dan.
I don't want to say the joke.
I'll say the joke. Where's the joke?
I don't know where the joke... oh, yeah, I see the joke. We're not...
Where's the...
You can look it up. I don't want to say it.
Where is it? Whereabouts is it? Halfway through, top of the thing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 paragraphs down. It starts off... The paragraph starts off by saying, in the sketch, in terms of our reference in our document.
In the sketch, Mr. Kobayashi turns to his colleague, referring to some paper dolls, saying they are the ones from the time you said, let's play the Holocaust.
Yeah.
According to... What? That's not a joke.
I think it is in...
What's the context
in the context?
Criticized for a sketch he performed 23 years ago in which he had another comedian pretend to be children entertainers. In the sketch, so it's from a thing. It's not... He didn't say it. It's just a sketch from 23 years ago.
It's a stupid cancel culture back again.
I thought he said it now.
No, it's cancel culture, mate.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought he was saying it now.
No, it was a cancel culture from 1990s.
Fuck, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's another James Gunn situation.
Yeah, the Holocaust wasn't bad then. Fuck. See, that's how you get cancelled in the modern day.
Just to clarify, it's always been bad, just so we don't get cancelled here. We like to keep our massive viewer numbers we get week on week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving on. For more controversies.
Yes, this is...
time, the sexiest of controversies.
This is actually... I think this is
truly stupid.
Really stupid and really bad. The Norwegian beach handball bikini debate... I'm sorry, I'm reading the article. I should explain it better. The Norwegian handball team, or beach handball team, has been fined for not wearing bikini bottoms.
Yeah, basically they wanted to wear shorts because they don't want to show off their asses and have revealing clothing. They got fined 1,500 euros because they didn't want to wear shorts. And the thing is, if you compare the side-by-side of the male athletes wearing their shorts and the women wearing their shorts, they're the exact same shorts.
Yeah, this is like really sexist and bad.
Yes.
But if I'm completely honest, I know this is bad in this sport, but it happens in so many other sports as well.
Oh yeah, beach volleyball.
Yeah, beach volleyball is another situation. To be fair, it even happens to men to an extent as well. Where like it's just stupid costume rules where you have to wear certain outfits. It happens in golf, to be fair, as well.
It's RPG logic in games with armor. It's the women wear the really skimpy metal bikinis and the men wear full plate body armor.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
It's a sexist design. I will still pick the female character and wear it, but I don't feel good about it.
Yeah, this is bad. I think this is a big step back in terms of society. This will get cancelled. I imagine at some point things will change.
Well, it just seems to be a weird upheld tradition from them. They're like, oh, it's tradition, you should wear it. And it's like, you can change the rules. You are in charge of this. You know you can.
Under a quick survey, 78% said athletes should be able to wear what they want, 9% said they don't care, and 13% said no, it should be follow the rules. Those people are definitely looking at women's asses.
Yeah, also, just give them the choice of whether or not they want to or don't want to.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
Some women might want to wear it, and some women don't.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Just give them the option. Because it makes no difference. It's not like they're wearing baggy shorts that will flop up and down and show their vag if it goes weird and high. This is skin-tight shorts.
Just a bit too much detail. Just a bit.
I've got to make a point.
That just became graphical at that point.
You got to strike hard with these facts, and we'll get to sexual harassment later.
For goodness sake. Yeah, I think it's just a step back. I'm hoping this now sparks the industry for allowing athletes to wear what they want or be comfortable with to an extent. I do understand that there should be some outfit rules when it does have an advantage to other players.
Yeah, but the difference between the shorts...
This is not an
just...
advantage.
No, the only difference between the shorts is one shows their ass and one covers their ass. That's the difference. They're still skin tight. It's just the men want to watch women butt.
Yeah.
They're still wearing the bikini tops. They're still wearing sports bra boob tops, so you can still look at them if you're a perv. But, like,
I imagine this was all done by sexist men. I know that is the kind
really
of cliche thing
obvious.
Nowadays, but I think this is genuinely true.
Well, no, it's people who claim they're not sexist by going, oh, it's part of the tradition, and if you don't like it, you're abandoning tradition. And it's like, yeah, but the tradition was filled with sexists, you dumb fucks.
Yeah, exactly. It's so stupid.
It was built by men who wanted to ogle women in bikinis. Change it.
Well, talking about outdoor swimming, Tokyo Olympics outdoor swimming venue smells like a toilet, allegedly.
Yeah, so if you remember the Brazil Olympics, they had problems with water. And Tokyo is no different. Their water system is bad.
Yeah, so I think I read this on this list somewhere. I think it's like 30,000 toilets.
Well, it's definitely not sanitized enough to the point. It's got E. coli bacteria, was found more than twice the limit set by triathlon officials. So if you want to get E. coli, go swimming.
This
that
is
was
terrible.
In August 20. This was in August 2019.
Oh yeah, here we go. It was 30 million residents. Sewage from 30 million residents in the reservoir.
Yeah, but it's also, this was done in August 2019. E. coli bacteria was found to be more than twice the limit set by the triathlon officials, and it's more now.
So they can't be using this.
Yeah, they are going to, though.
It's so... This whole Olympics thing's so messed up. Tokyo should never be allowed to do this at this point.
Well, yeah, it's the same with Brazil. They shouldn't have been allowed it. But also, we'll get to it, because... fuck it, let's just get on to it now. This is turning into a $20 billion bust for Japan.
Who would have thought? Doing an international tournament during the pandemic, when your country's having an actual crisis right now, and announced...
Where tourists aren't allowed to go and watch?
And announced you've got an actual national emergency?
Yep. 71 cases already found at the Olympic venues. Your beds are anti-sex.
Yeah, this is bad. This is actually really bad right now.
Yeah.
Then it should be cancelled.
It should be, and maybe by the time this episode comes out, it will have been.
Yeah, I mean, things I feel like it won't be now.
We are currently opening up on the Olympic Day ceremony.
Yeah, the thing is, once the Olympic ceremony happens, I don't think it will be cancelled. I think the Olympics are going to last a couple of weeks.
It's 8th of August it finishes.
It's 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But we will find out. I imagine they will go, if someone gets COVID and a bunch of other people start getting COVID, they'll just go, fuck, we fucked up, fuck, and then just cancel it.
It's almost like, you shouldn't do an international tournament when there's no fans, because then you can't make money.
Yeah, tourism is the whole thing. Also, you spend so much money on fucking building infrastructure that then gets used for nothing. It's like the London's problem, where we built all this infrastructure, and then we went, oh shit, what do we do with it?
To be fair, a lot of it got reused.
Yeah.
The only thing or the whole Olympic Stadium became West Ham's football ground.
Yeah.
Although that was a bad idea.
I'm not saying it doesn't get reused, but the only other time it helps is to build infrastructure for the like transportation. That's the only thing they ever improve. Like that's the only thing that ever really gets improved. But everything else is like, the reason why everyone thinks the cardboard beds that they're doing in the Olympic villages are meant for anti-sex. No, they're doing it so that they don't have 20,000 plus beds or whatever it is that just can't go anywhere, even though they could give it to their residents. But...
Yeah, the whole situation is so stupid and messed up right now. But talking about stupid ideas, the government unknowingly commissioned furry art to promote...
So this is the Australian government.
Yeah, the Australian government
Olympic team
unknowingly commissioned furry art to promote the Tokyo Olympics.
Also, Dan, do you remember Woolworths?
I do remember Woolworths. Is that still a thing in Australia?
No, yeah. They're the biggest shopping centre in Australia.
I thought the whole company was just gone. I didn't realize it's still in Australia.
No, it's in Australia. It's the biggest one in Australia. Woolworths and the federal government have teamed up to release a new sticker collection for kids just in time for the Tokyo Olympics. But they don't appear to realize that the new mascots are without a doubt furries. Available from... So basically, they went and got a person randomly, probably, just to commission some art. Because they wanted to do some animal-like players to go alongside real players who are like... Because they thought, cute, funny, that would be clever. And then whilst they don't have gigantic penises and tits, they are furries, which is what most furry porn.
Could you imagine if that was the case?
Well, you don't know what they're packing under their trousers. We got a scaly lizard with like.
To be fair, it's not as bad as it sounds. A lot of them are not furries. A lot of the characters, just a couple of them are.
Yeah, it's questionable.
Yeah. I mean, the same thing's gonna happen with Loader Bunny. People are just gonna sexualize them all.
Well, the fucking... I think we spoke about it before when Loader Bunny was controversial. It was a fan art that people were posting, but people were misremembering the actual movie. It wasn't as sexualized as the fan art made it to be. And so everyone was sharing the fan art going, yeah, they ruined her. She's not sexy anymore. She was never sexy. You're just sharing fan art of a sexy bunny.
Yeah, it's very true. Can't deny it. But yeah, so it's really stupid.
So an Australian, the Woolworths and the federal Australian government basically went and unintentionally made furry.
Well, I imagine next week we will either have more news topics covering the Olympics, or we'll have a topic saying the Olympics have been cancelled. But you have to wait until then. You will probably already know before we will.
Yep.
But anyway, it's time to move on. The time has come. To move on to, we've lost the controller of the news. And we're going to start off with more even bad news to do with...
Bad news.
Yeah, or even worse, to do with sexual harassment. And now California has sued Activision Blizzard over a culture of constant sexual harassment. This is bad.
The entire state of an American...
Yes, and even Bungie's got involved.
Yes. But yeah, basically, this happens all the time in the gaming industry. Like Ubisoft had it recently, where all of their upper management was basically sexually harassing women. And a load of Ubisoft higher ups got fired and let go and have been moved around. And basically, so this isn't new. It's deeply saddening and sucks that it keeps happening. But yeah,
I mean, I can't say I'm completely surprised. Activision is a scummy company.
Oh yeah, but every it's basically the frat boy workplace environment where it's just like men who have never who probably were nerds in high school and probably never got laid, then going into the gaming industry and finding like a high level position and then just using that to try and get women to sleep with them because they have no personality.
So some of the alleged forms of harassment have been refusals to promote women, paid discrimination, and outright retaliation. Some people it's been known people have committed suicide due to the extreme forms of sexual harassment.
Yep. They've shared nude pictures of some of the female employees around the building. Made derogatory comments about rape. Otherwise engaged in demeaning behavior. The behavior was known by the supervisors and indeed encouraged by them, including male supervisors openly encourage a male subordinate to buy a prostitute to cure his bad mood. So, yes.
Yeah, so this is all really bad. I really do
This is across multiple different departments of Activision Blizzard, because it's also the Blizzard side of it as well. A lot of the other teams.
And it's also a Riot as well. California has done the California DFEH was also involved in a sexual harassment case with Riot Games, and Riot Games settled for just 10 million. But the actual prosecutors said it should be 400 million or more. We'll wait and see how this turns out. I imagine this will be a very lengthy process.
Right, I want to just quickly highlight this one. There's a guy called Alex Afrasibabi, the former senior creative director of World of Warcraft at Blizzard Entertainment, was permitted to engage in blatant sexual harassment with little to no repercussions during a company event and an annual convention called BlizzCon, would hit on female employees, telling them he wanted to marry them, attempting to kiss them, and putting his arms around them. This was in plain view of other male employees, including supervisors, who had to intervene and pull him off female employees. He was known to engage in harassment of females. His suit was nicknamed the Crosby suit after alleged rapist Bill Crosby.
Yeah, this is really bad. And Bungie had a statement saying there was no problems when they were under Activision, but Bungie have allegedly got a very strict no harassment policy. They do say they have had cases within Bungie, but they said they've always tried to deal with it the best of their ability.
Yeah.
They've also said it's really bad in the industry and etc. What you would expect a big company like Bungie would to say.
Well, the biggest problem that happens is that HR departments are set up to protect the company, not the employee. So when these things happen, but when these things happen, a lot of the time it's men or whatever pushing it down to kind of cover and like the higher ups basically try and push it down because they don't want the sexual harassment coming up. And then they're told, like female employees have been told to just move on. It's not that bad. You can't take a joke. And it's just like, yeah, no, bad. Basically stand up for women in the workplace. If you see it, tell the person to shut the fuck up and go fucking just leave them alone. It's bad and I hate it. Yeah,
I mean, I understand that you always get it in a workplace as much as it's sad it is, but the company should be able to deal with it. And I know, let's just sidetrack the harassment bit is bad. The worst part about this is the company not dealing with it.
Yeah, people being allowed to continue doing it.
Yes, because that's when it gets bad. Well, if you can actually just deal with it straight away, it's not as bad because it's dealt with. It can be forgotten about, and the other person who was harassed can just move on with their life and doesn't have to deal with it every day. But when a company doesn't deal with it, that person will have to deal with it day in, day out. It's just not good for mental health.
But there's been fucking loads of women who have previously worked with Activision who have come out and said that they've basically been harassed. They've basically said they've claimed they put it to HR. HR did nothing, and then basically it's just continued across all the board. So yeah, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, this is just really bad.
And it's shocking, but not shocking at the moment because so many companies are having this problem, and it's just depressing. And we'll move on to some slightly lighter news.
I would say it's fairly bit lighter.
Frustrating
not
if
really.
You just bought a new graphics card, but
I don't know how to segue this, but talking about games, I suppose.
I know.
Oh, go on.
Speaking of companies with horrible work practices,
Excellent.
Amazon's New World accused of bricking NVIDIA graphics card.
Yes.
So if you don't know, Amazon made a game called New World. Looks quite fun. It's like a massive RPG world, so role-playing game, like an MMO or whatever. And it's bricking. What is bricking?
That
just means it doesn't work.
It can't work ever again afterwards. That's what bricking means.
That's what I thought.
The way the phrase comes from is it turns it into a brick.
Yes, that's what.
Which has no purpose other to be a brick. So just to clarify, this isn't Amazon's fault. It's not the game's fault. This is entirely NVIDIA's fault. And apparently, the game they tested it on an RTX 3090, and it just fried it. It was a gigabyte RTX 3090. It's now being joked as the new Crysis. Can it now run New World?
Well, the thing is, the Crysis games can now run on a Nintendo Switch, so Crysis ain't that benchmark anymore.
Yeah, I think this was just due to some of the API to do with that particular GPU, rather than all of the GPUs, so it shouldn't brick any other GPUs.
Yeah.
It's just probably the gigabyte RTX 3090 that will happen to. But, like I said, it is an NVIDIA problem, not a New World problem. So that is a good side. Also, 3090 isn't really a gaming GPU, to be honest.
Is it not?
Not really. It's more of a kind of business side of things.
Processor one, where it's like actually...
graphics. It's more to do with like a graphics rendering. Like game development, don't get me wrong, but not so much playing the game. 3090 is like actual doing the game rendering, running game engines, streaming as well, to do multitasking. Sometimes you have to do multiple things at the same time. A 3080 will be more than fine for most people games. Unless you want to do... Only time that 3090 is useful for gaming is doing 8K at 60 FPS. But most people don't have an 8K TV.
Hello.
I know you have an 8K TV, but even the PS5 can't run 8K.
Not yet it can't, which it will never probably be able to do. It can do video, probably. That would be it.
Yeah. I mean, 8K
but they do have it slapped on the box that it can do 8K, and yet nothing has come out that is 8K.
It probably could, but like the game settings will have to be turned down right the way down, and the FPS should get like 30 FPS.
Yeah, that's not unplayable though. I don't know why people go on about 30 FPS.
It depends on the game. 30 FPS is unplayable on a game like Rocket League.
No, I don't find it that bad.
It is. It is unplayable. Like if
I can.
When I say it's unplayable, so the trouble with Rocket League, I'm going to a bit of a tangent here, but Rocket League is a competitive game, and if it's a competitive game and then you have a severe disadvantage, I would say it's unplayable in that state because you're not playing it right.
See, my understanding of my version of unplayable is it just doesn't work. You can't
to be
play
fair,
it.
Every game will be able to run on any hardware, almost to an extent.
Yeah,
unplayable.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like so unplayable that you can't do anything in the game, and it wouldn't. Like,
well, it says if it's so unplayable that it'd be really difficult to win unless you get some really crappy opponents.
Yeah, but I suck anyway, so
yeah,
even if I do have 60 frames per
to
second,
you.
it's not gonna fucking matter. So either way, 30 frames per second or 10 frames per second, I'm still gonna be shit.
No,
like,
but the reason why I think of Rocket
it.
League is because Rocket League is one of the only games I've noticed a significant improvement playing at 120 over 60.
I don't notice any difference playing it on my PS4, PS5, except maybe the slightest bit of I can sort of predict where the ball's going to land slightly better, but even then I'm still shit at it.
See, I once I went from my PS4 to my PC and just got like the 144 hertz monitor, I noticed so much of a difference, and I got so much better at Rocket League instantly from being just be able to hit the ball more consistently. And playing at 30, I cannot play at 30 Rocket League. I just can't play it anymore. It isn't playable for me.
Fair enough.
So that's my personal experience. Anyway, talking about broken games
that I'll never play.
And games you never play. Battlefield Portal is instantly the most exciting part of Battlefield 2042, which one of your friends, or our friends, but many of your friends, has claimed is the broken parts of all the Battlefield games mixed together.
Yeah, so it's all the stuff from like it's basically stuff from other games like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 2, like some of the newer ones. Like they've just taken all those bits and smashed them into one new mod thing, but not a mod.
Yes, so Battlefield Portal is like a custom game mode creator. So to clarify this is not map editing. You will not be able to edit the map. It will be only able to edit the game mechanics. I imagine this will be similar to Black Ops 3 custom game modes.
Yeah, the way they promote it is basically there's a bunch of army men with knives, and then they put a bunch of them on the field, and then there's a bunch of people with defibrillators, and they put them on the field. And then everyone runs at each other and smashes the defibrillators into people's heads or stabs them.
Yeah, so Battlefield Portal is an online editor involved, so you will not be able to hack it, you'll not be able to add mods to it, it will just be editing game modes.
Yeah, and I do not care.
I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, but the only reason they're adding it is because they want to justify their £70 price tag with just multiplayer, because they have nothing else to add to it.
That is true.
It doesn't have a battle royale, even though people said the battle royale of Battlefield.
We don't need more battle royales. Let's get some new game modes up right now.
Yeah,
and they don't have a single player to an extent. And the idea has been done before, but they can put new ideas in there.
But I don't get what it is. Is it you can put 100 of your friends in a...
No, so it will create 30. I think it's 32 player lobbies.
Yeah, so you can put 32 players
like
of your friends.
I think that you can
Is it like that Fortnite thing where you can just build maps and stuff, and you can add things that are in the game assets to make courses and shit?
I imagine it will just be they'll have like loads of dedicated servers involved, and you'll be able to someone will be able to host the game, similar to peer-to-peer connectivity.
I don't know
but
more than I don't think it will be fun with just 4 people that I would play with.
No, so I imagine it'll be public lobbies. So that hasn't been confirmed. This is how in my head I imagine it working. In like some custom games you get nowadays, people will host public lobbies on their computer, and then you can see that. I imagine it'll be like that, but instead of it being on their machine.
It'll be on the game servers.
Yes, Battlefield will have just hundreds of dedicated servers that people can run their own custom game modes, and people can join, and it'll be public.
I feel like
connected.
This is going to fucking tank.
Possibly.
I
possibly, but
I don't see people doing this. I don't think the Battlefield community does this sort of thing.
No,
I don't know.
Not,
I've never been a part of.
We're not
Battlefield,
so we can't really say.
No, I hate every single Battlefield except for the third one.
And
Because I enjoyed the campaign.
talk about other games that you never play. PES has been renamed to eFootball, and it is free to play.
I will still never play it.
So
Because it will be filled with microtransactions to cover the cost.
that is true. However, let me just broaden the scene a little bit. PES is the alternate to FIFA. It is.
Yes.
Some people say it's better. Some people say it's worse. Usually the same price.
Yep.
PES has always had like a very small market share of the whole football
Well, it
game
doesn't,
industry.
it doesn't
of
have
course.
the FIFA branding.
Yes, FIFA.
International
Although
recognition.
PES got the Euros, FIFA didn't, in part of the game modes.
Congratulations.
Yes, it will be fully free to play. They have a roadmap. It is fully cross-play and cross-gen, which is very good. FIFA doesn't have that, of course. They are continuously going to update it, and it's unlikely to be a new game every year.
So that's what I was going to say. Do you think it will be a new game every year, but but it will be a continuation every year? So it won't be you pay 40 quid every year for the same game.
No, so it won't be that. It will just be a free-to-play
Except
game.
there's some different skins. What is it? Suits?
They haven't really
Outfits?
explained
What are the
how the microtransactions will work.
You'll just pay £400 to buy one character. That'll be it.
I don't think it might be. Who knows? I hope it's not pay to
It'll
win.
be a loot box. It'll be a loot box system again. It'll be you can earn points.
Maybe, but to be honest,
and then you can unlock the character through a random roll of a box, and it will be all so sweet and steamy.
well, if I'm honest, I only ever really played FIFA for the kickoff game mode, which is just like me and my dad just playing football on like on the couch every now and then.
I think I played FIFA once in a loft.
Well, I think so, yeah, I quite enjoyed that, but I would never pay
was bored.
FIFA every year for that.
But people do, Dan.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
People
But
do.
people usually pay for Ultimate Team, which is a scam, and I think you should get rid of. However, a lot of people are complaining about this. They're really angry about this.
Well, yeah,
happening.
they completely. I don't know why they went eFootball. Why didn't they just keep the PES name?
Well, they're more annoyed about the graphics. They're also annoyed it's free to play. They're saying they don't want it to be free to play.
Well, yeah, because they know it's going to be filled with microtransactions.
Yeah, but if it's not pay to win, what difference does it make?
It will be, because why would they not?
I don't know. It might not be. If it's like add your
It
characters or you can buy teams.
Yeah, but it will be random luck, and it will be people who have money who pay for it to unlock it. It will be pay to win, but it won't be... Because pay to win is you buy the item from the store itself, and it is overpowered and can kill people. Whereas pay to win in most people's mind is, hey, this person has a lot of money, could pay for loot boxes, and can spend money on the loot boxes to higher their chances of getting the item so that they can win it.
Well, they haven't, like I said, they haven't released details on how it works. This is on a game engine, so that's also why the graphics look different. However, they have said the graphics will be greatly more improved. Also, this game does run on mobile.
Sick.
Yeah, people are also angry about that as well.
Well, I can understand that. It's like people get angry at Fortnite.
However, here's my argument against this. The game is not out yet.
No.
You could just wait until the game's out. If the game comes out in I think it's early autumn, kind of beta starts. The game's released, but it's actually kind of in a beta state.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the features get released later, which is fine. It's a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
Once all the features come out and it still sucks, okay, then criticize it. But actually give this a chance, because I hate FIFA with a passion. Because people are complaining about loot boxes and microtransactions. FIFA is filled with that, and it's a $70 game you have to buy every year. So surely that is worse than having a free-to-play game that does the exact same thing. Because then you at least you have to keep buying the same thing over again. Also, it won't be the same, because that's not sustainable.
What's not the same?
Well, no, but the whole reason why FIFA makes so much money every year is because you have to create a new team every year.
Yeah.
But if it's always the same game, it's not sustainable to be giving out players. So it will be something different. I imagine it will be like buying kits instead of buying players. Or buying teams.
But those
or buying
kits will
something
have
like that.
stats attached to them that make
we'll
your
wait and
players
see.
It'll be the
I imagine
Injustice
it will be
2,
like buying
where
shoes or
where your-
buying kits.
where your shoes give you extra stats to speed and
I doubt it'll be that,
agility.
but we'll wait and see.
And your tight shirt will
We'll wait
give
and see.
you
I
extra
will play it.
sexiness points.
I will play it when it comes out. I'm interested about it. But
I will
let's move on to the final game of the week. Sackboy developer Sumo is set to be bought by Tencent. Good old
Yes.
Tencent.
The question, though, that everyone is probably asking, why has Sony not bought Sumo? I thought Sony did own Sumo.
I thought they did too.
Yeah, but
Also,
they
didn't.
don't.
Also, UK developer. This is probably the one someone's telling me about.
Yeah, UK developer. But yeah, I always thought Sony owned them because they have their first party Sackboy. So what happens when Tencent buys them? Or is Sony going to step in and buy them so that they don't lose Sackboy?
Well, here's the reason why they don't own them, because they have made Forza Horizon too.
Yeah. They've made some other games as well for...
They made Forza Horizon 2, Big Planet 3, Disney Infinity, and Team Sonic Racing.
Yeah, so I think Sony should buy them. Because it would work. If their first party fucking launch title games, Sackboy The Big Adventures or whatever the fuck it was for PS5.
I think they're a pretty good game developer, to be honest.
Yeah, also British. Support the British.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't buy by Tencent. Really? Not them. Not again.
Yeah.
So
they want to make children not
1.27
sleep,
billion.
and this is a kids game. They won't let people sleep.
It's a $1.27 billion.
That's a lot. I don't know. Maybe that Sackboy is worth a bit. I reckon they're doing it to fuck Sony over with Sackboy, because if they don't own Sackboy, I guess they own the rights to Sackboy, so they wouldn't be able to develop it.
Yeah. So Sony owned,
and Sony would just find a different developer to do it if they wanted it.
Yeah, Sony owned the IP for Sackboy.
But you wouldn't want to lose Sumo who do Sackboy if you own Sackboy, because they know the Sackboy.
Well, no, they've only made
Big
Sackboy and
Adventure.
Little Big Planet 3.
Yeah.
That's the only two they've made. They've not made any other ones. Probably the two best ones,
Yeah,
to be honest.
We never finished Big Planet 3.
No, we never did.
We were doing that, and then I never uploaded the videos because we never finished.
So sad.
Yeah.
Well, if we get a
Maybe we'll do it
PS5 one day, we can finish it.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
maybe. I don't know. I don't want to pay. If it comes with PlayStation Plus for free, then maybe.
maybe. Anyway, that's enough of gaming. Let's go on to the weird, wacky, wonderful world. And we need to talk about the Tour de France sausage truck.
Stuck sausage truck.
Oh, wait, that actually said stuck sausage. I didn't know that I said it there.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Right.
I didn't know that was there. I've got
Go
my
back
head.
to the beginning of the fucking episode. Yeah. So we spoke about the Tour de France having problems with people getting hit by signs and causing massive delays and trouble with people falling over and hurting themselves, and people having to pull out because of said stuff. But now, a lovely sausage truck that drives in front of all of them and throws sausages to people in the villages around the track, upper hills and stuff like that, got stuck on the hill in between a narrow, part of the road and blocked the Tour de France. So it no longer is available to be ridden on.
And people were once again blaming the Germans.
Yes, because sausages. However, it is a French sausage company.
It's the same as the German woman that turned out to be French.
Yes, and they dropped all charges because they were like, oh shit, it's a French woman. We can't do charges against our own kind.
It's like, oh, it's fine, I'm not German. It's allowed.
Yeah.
The Tour de France has not had a good start.
No, I think it's over now.
Oh, well, it's not had a good run.
This is like a couple days old, I think, at this point. But I think the Tour de... I'll look up whether or not the Tour de...
I mean, I don't watch racing. Cycle racing. It's not my thing. Or any kind of racing. It's not really my thing. Yeah, but it's really just stupid. Like, just stuck sausage truck. I don't really know what else to say. Just everyone was annoyed by everyone getting stuck and can't race. I don't know what happened afterwards.
It probably got moved.
No, but I mean, to do with everyone racing.
What, everyone raced? Oh, they probably just stopped the time or something. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I was trying to find out. I can't see it.
It was moved to 26th June to July 18 to avoid rescheduled 2020 Summer Olympics.
Apparently, there's a debate whether it was stuck or not. Some people say it was stuck, and some people said no, it just stopped.
Oh, ran out of fuel.
No, some people think it just stopped to stop the Tour de France.
Saboteur! The Germans have infiltrated the sausage show.
Yeah. That's the stuck sausage truck. It's just something stupid.
Dad just wanted to say stuck sausage truck, and I just wanted to talk about stuck sausage trucks.
Oh, so is that why you know about me saying it? 'Cause you didn't want me to say a stuck sausage truck.
Yep.
You wanted to say a stuck sausage truck.
I didn't want to say anything, but I had to say it. I'll live with it.
Do you not like the phrase stuck sausage truck?
No, it's a stupid word, and it's a stupid saying.
No, we need to create some merchandise that say stuck sausage truck.
Only if it says stuck sausage truck up your butt. And then we move on to Japanese government appoints a Vaporeon as the water ambassador.
Yes, Pokemon, which I know actually nothing about because I've never seen Pokemon or know nothing about it. You've had to explain this to me before we started this because I was so confused.
I had to go, Dan, look up Eevee on the internet. EEVEE. And then type in evolution next to that. And then the one that looks like a fish and has gills and is blue, that is an Eevee. that is a Vaporeon. And yeah, they appointed it for some fucking reason. Let me open the article and not disable my ad blocker. Go fuck yourself. I still get ads down the side despite having ad blocker. So how many ads would I see with ad blocker removed?
Well, how many ads do you see right now? I see 6.
I also see 6.
Well, there you go. It's the same either way.
Yes, but I can at least pretend that it's doing something. Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, I don't want to say about this. I know nothing about it. It's stupid.
Japan's Ministry of Land Infrastructure, Transport and Tourism has chosen the Pokemon Vaporeon as the ambassador for the upcoming Water Day, an event based around raising awareness about water resources and conservation.
Well, funny enough, you may say this about Japan.
They do love fucking Pokemon, because they have planes with Pikachu and shit plastered on.
This may be a stupid question, but is Pokemon Japanese?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Nintendo, Dan.
Okay.
It was made by a man who collected bugs as a child.
Okay.
And took that concept and
Interesting.
made it entrapping endangered creatures in the world of Pokemon into balls to fight each other.
Well,
for the entertainment of children.
Maybe Vaporeon can go clean up the sewers. Oh, shut up. He can go clean up the sewage.
It's not Vaporeon.
I don't care.
It's Vaporeon.
Vapor Eon.
No, Vaporeon.
Vapor Eon.
No, it's Vaporeon. You will get a billion fucking people being mad at you.
Come at me. See if I get.
There's Vaporeon, Flareon, Jolteon.
And let's go on
Sylveon,
to...
Umbreon, Leafeon.
Shut up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Pokemon. Shut up. Let's go on to our final topic of the evening, tech time and science shenanigans. And let's start off with the Malaysian police start to steamroll $1.25 million worth of Bitcoin mining rigs.
Illegal Bitcoin mining rigs.
Illegal Bitcoin mining rigs. I don't know what makes them illegal. What makes them illegal? Stolen?
Because they're siphoning off the power grid.
Oh, right. Yes, those are very bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Siphoning off the Malaysian power grid to run illegal mining operations.
It's 1,069 mining rigs were destroyed.
Yeah, boy. That's a sex number.
1,069?
The last bit.
What's this? Like, one guy standing in the corner, the other guy showing his ass, and then the other two having a 69.
Yeah, probably. If there was another one, you could say it's the balls on either side with the penis in the middle and then a 6'9".
No, I like the idea of just like two guys, one just standing there, and then one showing his ass.
No. It's penis, vagina, 69.
Ah, so it's a man and woman 69ing.
You can 69 with a man and a woman.
No, I'm just saying it's a man and woman 69 because it's 1,069 saying it's a man, woman 69.
There's a man, a woman, and then there's two men because it's the curves as the penis.
Interesting. Awesome.
Yeah.
Orgy. At what point does it become an orgy? How many people does it need to be?
When they consent to it.
No, but how many people is it? Three's a threesome.
It's 4.
Is 4 an orgy?
I mean,
or was that a foursome?
No, 4's a foursome. I think it's 5.
Things weird, but I hear foursome. Foursome's a golf term.
Hang on.
Your statement is foursome an orgy.
How many people?
Please type this on a private tab, right?
Yeah, incognito. How many people is it to make an orgy? That's... how many guests constitute an orgy? If you have 12 people of any gender, you always have an orgy.
Really?
Hang on, what is the minimum number? Orgy isn't defined by the number of participants as much as the hedonistic and careless nature of the encounter. Ideally, it includes food, sex, alcohol, sometimes harder drugs, and a what-on disregard for tomorrow's consequences.
So, could you have an orgy by yourself?
This is on Quora, the Quora website where you ask questions.
But by that logic, you can have an orgy by yourself.
No. I don't think... No, that's a solo act. 5 or more. Yeah, 5. Most people say 5.
It's an interesting debate. Maybe this warrants a TBO.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, we answer.
Yeah, okay. So according to Wikipedia, in modern use, an orgy is a sex party consisting of at least 5 members where guests freely engage in an open, unrestricted sexual activity or group sex. So 5. 5 for it to be considered an orgy.
5. Interesting.
Thank you, Wikipedia. Now close that and never talk about it again.
Well,
Don't-
we've
don't
covered
look at
that.
the
What
video
was the new
tabs.
topic again? Oh, yeah.
Malaysian police steamroll 1.25 million worth of Bitcoin mining rigs. Yeah, there's a video of a steamroller just running over a bunch of what looks like cameras. I don't know what they are.
Well, talking about Bitcoin mining rigs, Bitcoin and Ethereum take a hit after EU proposes anti-terror cryptocurrency regulations.
Yep. It's basically crypto is a scam, and you shouldn't invest.
Well, no, it's more to do with the actual bad side of it,
Yes.
where people use it as scams and be like, pay me this much money, otherwise I will do something that you're not going to do anyway, but you just say you're going to do it.
I will drop the price of Bitcoin if you don't pay me money to keep the price of Bitcoin up. I am Elon Musk.
Also, the regulation is just saying it basically means you're not allowed to have anonymous cryptocurrency wallets.
Right.
So you just say it has to be announced, and you can't just be like I actually like that kind of regulation. That's a good side of regulation because it means.
Oh yeah, but they don't want it because it's meant to be unregulated. It's meant to be the free market.
Well, no,
Unregulated.
there should be some regulation. The whole point behind it is that it's decentralized, not unregulated. That's what's good about it.
Nah, it's full of druggies and murder.
It definitely should be regulated
and influence.
because the trouble at the minute is you've got wild manipulation, which
You see
is
the
where you see the massive spikes and massive
what's
dips.
the fucking name? You know FaZe?
FaZe Clan, yeah.
Yeah, they had a fucking thing where they were selling a fake cryptocurrency that was meant to save the children, and a percentage of the crypto money was meant to go to save the children or whatever it was. But it turns out it was fake crypto, and it was a pump and dump scan. So they got all their fucking subscribers to go and
That's so
invest
stupid.
in this, and then they fucking sold all their shares in it once it went up. And so yeah, and now they're being sued or charged or whatever it is for pump and dumping or being kicked out of the FaZe clan.
However,
So
when people say it fell, take it with a pinch of salt because it only fell by about $1,000 and about.
that's a lot of money.
No, Bitcoin fell by 1,000. It's not that much based on the fact it was already. It's already gone back up again. It's already gained it again. Yeah. Also, the other plan is to limit wallets to only be 10,000 euros.
Cool.
Which
I still
isn't
think
a lot,
it's-
to be honest,
No.
because people
I
put
still think
millions
it's
into crypto.
Yeah, I think it's stupid.
Well, this is EU regulations, not ours. A lot of UK banks are now banning Binance, but that's to do with Binance more than crypto.
Yeah. And then lastly and finally, first 3D printed steel bridge installed in Amsterdam.
This is cool. I like this, although it's stupid. I wonder if my company was involved in this. My company makes 3D bridges. No, it doesn't. It makes 3D metal printing.
Yeah, it's kind of a wibbly wobbly bridge. It's using the technique continue to grow in. Wait,
How have they
projects being
made
used.
this? This is so big. I just made a massive 3D printer.
Fuck knows, probably. It doesn't really say. Why are they showing a what if trailer on the fucking end of this article? That's
I mean, it's a
weird.
cool bridge. I'll say look it up. I can't go to Amsterdam to see it now.
Yeah.
Well,
There's a big
maybe
old crane.
one day we will.
Yeah, it's not that big. It's kind of like a standard little walkway bridge where it's just like over the slight small river. I don't think it's like a massive one. It's just kind of like a little.
Yes, but in terms
dilly
of
one.
3D printers, that is big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here we
very
go. It was the
relaxing
company
video.
MX3D.
Yeah. See, the thing is, people go there and go, it's just a bridge.
It's
No,
more
no.
than a bridge. It's 3D printed.
Yeah, but no, unless they have a little 3D printed plaque next to it saying this is the first 3D printed bridge made of steel, no one's gonna give a shit. They'll just think, oh, that's really useful, that bridge.
Yes.
And then, and then they'll have some guy just stand there going, do you know this is the first 3D printed bridge made of steel?
Well,
I've been here for 40 hours and no one wants to talk to me. Please, come back.
wow. That is the end of the show. If you have made it this far, thank you for listening.
Yes, we really appreciate it.
We do appreciate
No,
it.
we're annoying.
We should
Especially
set up a
Dan.
way for people to contact us over than
We
email.
have one.
But no one contacts us over email.
Twitter, but I don't look at it.
Exactly. I don't know. Maybe we should make our own Twitter account. Who knows?
Maybe we'll make a private Discord and we can add people.
No, because that would be sad. You know, having our
Oh, yeah.
numbers of viewers not being able to contact us. You see?
Mm-hmm. Well, email us at tfepod@gmail.com.
Yeah, because our generation love to use emails.
Yep. And we don't use Twitter.
Yes, all of our socials are definitely up to date. Yes, of all the ones we use.
My Twitter isn't literally just posting the link to the podcast and that's it. That's all I do.
We should make our own Twitter. Maybe we should do that.
Maybe
Maybe
one day.
one day.
Maybe one day, but not today.
Today is not that day.
No, but you know what today is, Dan?
What is it?
A good day to say goodbye.
Yes, but before we go, do check out the last week's TBO. What is last week's TBO?
Olympic special.
Yes, check out last week's, the Olympic special. Next week, we do have a Suicide Squad review.
Yes. The first one, not the second one. The new one. It's the old one. The one.
Yes,
we
got the old one next week, and then the following week, got the new Suicide Squad.
If we watch it by the time it comes out, because there's like a day.
Oh, there's 2 days. No, there's a week. It comes out 29th of July in...
Oh, here.
Here,
Oh,
yeah. So we will be able to watch it for our...
Yes.
If none of us get COVID
Yes.
and have to self-isolate.
Yes.
Which, in this situation, is a big if. So,
Well, they've taken away all the mask policies in this country, so we'll find out.
yeah, so if that doesn't come along, you know why.
I'll still go. I'll risk it.
Anyway, see you next week.
Bye.